Welcome, StarCitizen. This is another video. This is for patch 3.20, and since this patch there is no database anymore to pull out the information on ship sales and the different things, I just hassled myself to actually craft a list and do this short video around it, so you have an idea and an overview where to buy which ship in this patch. So you find a link to the spreadsheet, the Google spreadsheet, down below, where you can gladly have a look. I just realized after a couple of times flying around, based on all the informations from 3.19, one that has changed and ships are differently, that I'm not willing to go back and forth and just craft this list. And so there we're going. I hope it's gonna be helpful for you. Let's get into it. Okay, we start out Crusader in Horizon, and always we go first to the rentals. In the spreadsheet you will find the brand, the name of the ship, and the pricing. Not for the rentals, because prices are pretty cheap for rentals, so it doesn't really matter, but on the full prices you want to know. So we have the Avenger Titan, we have an Anvil Arrow, we have of course the Apoa Nox, which we got always. Yeah, you know how to rent, I don't need to explain that. Consolidated Outlands, the Mustangs variations, the Dragonfly from Drake's, the different Origins, the Auroras of course, and the RSI Constellation Andromedas, which are to buy, to rent, and a Thumbril Cyclone. That's what we got here. Now we go over into Crusader Showroom, and there you see the other lot of ships you can get here in Horizon. In case you don't know where these locations are, I made for every city a little walkthrough. So here on the back there, in the very end here, is the panel for components in the Horizon Showroom, Cloudview Showroom, and here is the panel to buy the ships. In Horizon you only can get Crusader ship. Still worthwhile going here. We start off with a Mercury Star Runner, and then with the C2 Hercules Starlifter, the RS Starfighter Ion, and the RS Starfighter Inferno, and an A2 Hercules Starlifter, and the M2 Hercules Starlifter. So all the big cargo and the big bomb beam you're going to get here. The biggest place to go to and find most of the ships is actually Lowell in Hurston, so it's Teasa Spaceport. You will find the Traveler Rentals as well, just in hangars. At hangars, when you come out, it's basically right over there. The content is pretty similar on all rentals, so there's no much difference. So we have an Avenger Titan here, the Avenger Warden, Mustang Alpha, then the Dragonfly from Drake, the Mirai Razor, and when we go down to the Origins, we have the Interceptor M50, and the 600i is here to rent. Really worth a try. Aurora, RSI Constellation Andromeda, definitely good bounty hunting ship, and here a Cyclone. But way more stuff is over at New Deal. There is where you get the lot of the ships currently here in 3.20, and very comfortable. It's really just around the corner, so it's really landing and buying all your stuff at the airport. Takeaway, so to say. And if you're lucky, nobody's there that actually does the same as you do. Okay, let's go through it. What we got here: Aegis Dynamics, we got a Hammerhead, we got the Aegis Avenger Stalker, the Avenger Titan, and the Avenger Warlock. Eclipse Bomber, nice to have. Gladius, the Reclaimer. You like to salvage? That's what you want to go for. Retaliator, nice bomber. And then we go through the Sabers and the different kind of vanguards: Warden, Hoplite, Harbinger, and Sentinel, all to get here. As we go further down, of course there's the Redeemer. Okay, more Titans, Titan Renegade, and the Saber Comet, and the Gladius Valiant. So it's a Valiant version that we have here. Anvil Aerospace starts with the Ballista, the Spartan, and the Centurion, 3 big ground vehicles. Argo. Industrial ships, Argo Mole, best mining ship out there. APVU cargo, MFPU personal, and the Argo Raft as a medium-sized transport ship. Consolidated Outlands, different Mustangs, Alpha, Gamma, Delta, and the hover quad, which is shitloads of fun. And of course the Nomad you can get here too. And you can get the M2 here, so it's pretty in the center if you want to have an M2. So that's nice to have. Let's go to Drake, Buccaneer, Caterpillar, Cutlass Black, Cutlass Blue, Cuddy Reds. My favorite of all the Cuddies still is. Then the Drake Dragonfly, we saw that a couple of times, and the Herald, I actually never flew that one. I have no clue, but it looks weird, like an overweight beetle. The Mule, we know it from past times, the Dake Cutter, the Flying Brick, and the Corsair. So if you want to be a Corsair, better get a Corsair. Drake Vulture, really good to have. Starts up a lot of opportunities. You can get here the Grey Cut ROC and the ROCDS. ROCDS you can play with 2 players. The Mirac Racers, different kinds. I tested only one. I like the flight with it. I like the flight, not slightly overpriced for me. So we come to MISC, Freelancer, Freelancer Tour, Freelancer Max, and the Freelancer MIS. These are early stage cargo ships. I usually don't only rent those, I don't buy them. And all then the Reliance. Yeah. Starfarer Gemini, heavy refueling shift. This one will come into play with Pyro. Definitely, it will get important there to have a refueler. And then there are more of these Reliant, the Mako Sen, Tana. I don't have to say much about those because I flew it once and I wasn't happy. And the Hull A. Okay, the smallest of all the Hull series. Then we come to Origin Jumpworks, 85X Limited, the M50 Interceptor, and here we got the 890 Jump. At least one needs to be in every organization. So is it you the one? Then the 100i, the 125A, and the 400Is. Still one of my favorite ships. It's pretty useless, but if you want to be a pimp, perfect for you. The problem with, if you get shot at, the small wings on the side, they fall off so fast, and then the ship is basically unflyable. RSI, different constellation, Constellation Phoenix, Aurora ES, and Aurora MR, then Constellation Andromeda and Constellation Aquila, and of course the Ursa, and that's really one I suggest you to have. More Auroras. Oh man, so many Auroras. The Mantis, Quantum Interdiction, good to have if you want to make sure people can't get away from you. And then Constellation Taurus, definitely one of the best mid-range ships. 160 cargo and an awesome shot. RSI Scorpius, I like it. It has an X-Wing. Yeehaw! And the different Tumbrils. So we have a Tumbril Cyclone AA, Cyclone RC, Cyclone RN, Cyclone TR, and there is the Nova tank as well here to buy, and Cyclone MT. That's the one with a mounted rocket turret. Usually you go with the MT. It's fun to sit around with that one on Ghost Hollow. Okay, let's go to the next one. Microtec. We're not going to be headless about it. Oh, there it's back. And make sure nobody else stands in front of that panel, because it's a long wait here at New Deal. Only one panel. Here we are, New Babbage, Microtec. There are no ships for sale, only for rent. Regal Rents, Luxury Rentals. So we again got Avenger, Warlock, the Apoa Nox, Origin ships, the 85X Limited, the M50, 300i, 600i, and a couple of RSI ships. Here special, the Constellation Phoenix you could rent and try out. As I said, no ships to buy at Microtec. Let's go to ArcCorp. just at the Riker Memorial you have the rental, and you get as well Avenger Titan, the Arrow, the Nox, Mustang Alpha and Gamma, Dragonfly from Drake, and here a couple, the Origin 300i and the Aurora Constellation, Cyclone and ES. So a couple of things you can rent here. The train, go to ArcCorp Area 18 Plaza and go to Astro Armada. There is a lot more to get here. So we have the Anvil Hawk, the Arrow, the Gladiator, the F7C, well, the different Hornets, Hornet Tracker, Super Hornet, Hornet Tracker, Hornet Ghost. And here we come to the Hurricane, the Therapin, and then the Valkyrie. Here is the Valkyrie, Ballista, Carrick, Medical Bat Tier 2, Z8X Pisces Expedition, the Hornet Wildfire, the Spartan, Centurion, C8 Pisces, and FC Hornet Wildfire, and the C8 Pisces, C8R Pisces Rescue, Apoa, the Nox, and the Car2 all. And then here an interesting one, Banu Defender, keep that one in mind. And then again Consolidated Outland, different Mustangs, and the Hover Quad, and the C2 Starlifter you can get down here, so the civilian version of the C2s. And then we go to Esperia, Prowler, Blade, Talon, and Talon Strike. Grey Cats, PTV, STV, really great small ground vehicle. You can fit it in a Cutlass Red. Then the Kruger Merlins and Kruger Archimedes, and later on the Mirai, Razor EX and LX, and a whole bunch of Origin Jumpwork ships, 300i, 315P, 325A, M50 Interceptor, 350R, and the 600i you can buy it, and the 600i Touring, there is a difference. I recommend to take the Touring. 100i, 135C, and of course an A90 Jump. And down here the ship for the pimps under us, 400i. Well, that's what I got for you so far for this patch 320. What kind of ships you can buy, where, and where you can rent them. So this is for patch 20, complete list of where you can rent and buy all those ships. I hope this is helpful to you. If yes, please like and subscribe. Have fun indoors and enjoy your life.